Hi, Amber. Um, I was thinking about when you were talking about organization and management. I mean, of course, my passion is self-mentoring, and self-mentoring is all about setting those expectations for yourself and learning how to accomplish the goals that you set or meeting the expectations you set for yourself. So I immediately went into self-mentoring mode and started thinking about, well, how could you self-mentor yourself, do that? And I was thinking of one of the examples, and I think it's in the book, is as your administrator said, using a calendar to set yourself up so that you're putting those items in a calendar. But one of the things that, and you'll have to go into the book, I don't have it with me to be able to pull up the pages, but I actually worked with someone who was working on that particular target. Their specific problem was that they were in a situation where people were handing them a lot of projects, and they didn't feel that they were doing any of the projects justice. They were just getting them done, marking them off the list. And so what they were trying to do was to do them well, and they just couldn't quite get their hands around it. So what we did was we developed a calendar, and they estimated the time they needed for projects, and so they had an ending date and they had a beginning date in the calendar. And then in between there, they actually schedule, like, well, these are work days. And then I need to get feedback from someone on these. Say, like if it was a paper, like you, for students, I got to get feedback. I need some reflection time. I need to make some edits to it. I need to walk away from it for a couple of days and come back to it. So they scheduled these blocks of time into maybe a 2-month calendar. Then they took their second project. So that was the priority, was the first project, second project, and they did the same thing. And what they found was that they were being given 5 or 6 projects when in actuality, over this 2 month period of time, they really could only handle 3 to do them well. So then they actually had something tangible to kind of work from. And then what they actually did was tried to see if their estimation of the time was accurate and then adjust their calendar. And they used that then as documentation to say, you know, if I'm going to have to complete this many projects and I need someone to help me, I'm going to need an intern or something like that. So there's a lot of ways of looking at it. You're not in a position where you're going to negotiate more people, but you definitely can get an idea of, okay, this is taking a whole lot of time, more time than I thought. So I don't think it's a matter of you just putting those items in a calendar. I think you need to be documenting how much time. I definitely agree with the calendar, but I think you need to be putting how much time you're spending on things, because then that gives you data. I think that the thing that you're missing is that, if I think of the 4 layers of self-mentoring, is you need that self-reflection stage where you're actually reflecting on the data. You're not actually collecting data, you're just putting things in. So I don't know if any of this is making sense, and if it does make sense, great. If it doesn't and you want to talk more, let me know. But don't forget that you really need to understand what it is you're trying to organize. And you can use a calendar to organize it, but what are you organizing? What are you trying to prioritize? What are you trying to do? So that's a more essential part of it. We have an app that's coming out in self-mentoring. I was trying to figure out if there was, I only have it for beta testing, so I don't have it to give to you. And I was going to see if there was some way I could give it to you. And you could use the app, because the app has calendars in it. You can put information in it and stuff like that. But anyway, good luck with that. That's a good targeted goal for you. I think that's great. And it's shocking because I don't think of you as unorganized, and I'm sure you're not. It's just you want to be more efficient. So I actually get that. But anyway, thanks for sharing. Have a good day.